Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than the gain from silver, and her profit is better than gold. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? The fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. The fear of the Lord is understanding, understanding. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Brad,
And I'm Christa.
the Big Family Homestead.
Unless it's morning where you're at, I suppose.
True.
Yeah.
True. Our friends in the UK, I see there's some folks in the UK
Yeah.
here already in the live chat.
Yep.
And so it's probably almost dinner time.
I know it's lunchtime. Well, it's past lunchtime here.
Tea.
Tea.
Do you guys do tea still? It's a thing we see in American television. Well, we don't watch TV anymore, but
No, not tea. No.
do you do tea? Hey,
Yeah.
Shri
And what
is here.
is tea? Yeah. Is like I know what tea is, but folks in Britain call it tea. Is that meaning it's dinner or supper or
It's a
lunch
snack,
or
right?
a snack or
Well, it's 7:30 p.m. where
yeah,
Shri is
I knew
at.
it was evening over there.
Well,
Yeah, they're 5 hours different. They're 6 hours different from here.
yeah, it's a little after when we would call it lunch for
Yes.
us. But we are going to make post-lunch lunch out of freeze-dried goodies. Well, I say we, but I'm over here with this. Mom's got to do
Swivel.
the freeze-drying
Gonna swivel.
thingy. You're going to swivel. You're
Gonna
going to pivot.
swivel. I'll pivot on my chair.
Tea and biscuits.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay.
So tell us about what you're making today, Mom.
I'm going to make some Hawaiian flavored tacos. They are
Freeze-dried.
Freeze-dried pulled pork. You can, okay, I'm going to just preface this now. Can you use any other kind of meat?
Yes.
And yes.
Chicken.
Yes, you can. You can use chicken. You can use beef. You can use turkey. It's entirely up to you. Heck, if you want, you could use fish.
Go nuts.
So go nuts for donuts.
Or let's say that you don't like the idea of abused fish, the ones that get punched around or whatever, then just go without it.
Yeah.
No fish.
No, yeah, and if you want to do veggies,
Do veggies.
do veggies. It's entirely up to you. This was just the recipe I was going to make today because Thrive used to make this product and it was fantastic. It was so delicious.
Now we got to make it ourselves.
Now I have to make it myself. So I have created a Hawaiian spice blend from looking at several different recipes on the Googleizer, whatever you want to call it, the interweb.
But this is the one that we kind of settled on.
Yeah, this is the one I kind of settled on, and I liked it the best. I liked the variety of seasonings, and I liked the fact that it didn't have any chemicals in it.
Yeah.
You know, yes, it has sugar in it, and you can alternate that with.
Or put stevia.
You could use stevia if you want. You can use monk fruit. You can use coconut sugar, whatever kind of sugar you want. I don't have those. I have stevia, but I don't like it, so I picked brown sugar. I know you like it.
Which is probably why I'm so big.
I am the only one in the house that does not like stevia. Everybody else likes it.
Nice.
So this is a simple recipe. The Hawaiian spice blend I've already mixed up, and it makes, except for the Brutus hair,
Dog hair.
it makes a pint jar with that recipe.
Yeah.
So this, if you want to mix it up, you can vacuum seal it and keep it in a cool, dry spot. Dark spot is what I meant to say. That way, then the seasonings don't lose any of their color or flavor.
Or if you have, you can always put an oxygen absorber. If you have something that's sealable, or if you got one of those little silica gel packets, throw it in there, whatever.
Yeah, you can do that. You can put an oxygen absorber, silica gel in there, just because there's sugar in it, so it's got a little bit of moisture in there. But as you can see, the recipe is super simple. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pantry can size of pulled pork, and I'm going to use the whole thing. This has 7 servings of a half a cup each, so it's 3.5 cups of pulled pork.
And again, you can use any meat that you like. Oh, let's go to the close camera. You can use any meat that you like or no meat at all.
Exactly.
You want to go meatless? Go meatless Monday.
Exactly.
But today is Taco Thursday because Tuesday's already passed.
Correct. So I'm going to go to this. I've already had the tea kettle going, and I'm going to pour in 1 cup and 3/4 of boiling water.
So, yeah, since Tuesday's gone, I guess if you're a Southern rock fan, you'll understand that song was really about not having pulled pork on Tuesday because you have to have it on Thursday. That's what it's about. How much water again, Mom?
1 cup and 3/4.
Okay. And she's doing quite the acrobatic thing that you can't see right now because she has to turn her head to get the microphone in front of her face so that you guys can hear her.
That smells so good.
Yeah?
Yeah. And so I'm just going to stir this around. I'm going to stir this around a little bit. Sorry, you probably couldn't hear me. Just so that all of the water is absorbed into the pork.
And I know that your head is turned away right now, but how long do you let it sit?
This needs to let sit for about 20 minutes, but we're not going to probably do that. I'm going to break up some of these bigger pieces so that they can absorb the I'm trying to poke that big piece, and I can't because it's the camera's backwards.
Here, let's see how you're bendy.
So I'm gonna break up these bigger pieces.
Oh, we can talk for 20 minutes.
So that it can absorb all the water and not be dry and crunchy in the middle, because that wouldn't be very delicious. She's
getting all pokey over there. I don't want to impede her pokiness.
Nice.
What'd you say? Here, I'll go back to the close so they can see what you're doing.
I'm gonna pour a little bit more water in.
A little more?
Yeah.
Now, what is it that you're looking for as you're doing this? Because these products will last as fresh 25 years on the shelf if you don't open them. So
sure,
this is going to be very helpful in the future. So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for no dry spots. I want all of the meat to be moist from the hot water that I put in there. So.
What? You need it nice and juicy, right? Christa, don't poke the bear, says Scott.
Really? I'm not poking the bear.
It's usually the other way around.
Poking the bear.
It's usually the other way around. And
I'm going to come over here and mix over here.
so no one can see it.
Well, no, so that I don't have to turn away from the mic.
Well, then you're going to have to put it back so they can see what you're doing.
I know.
All right, I'm going to grab some comments while you're getting all pokey over there, poking the pork. You could use chicken, sure.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we did talk about that. You can use whatever kind of meat you would like.
Common sense. Can you order from Thrive without having to be a consultant? The answer is a big, resounding yes.
Yes.
And there is a link in the video description below.
Yes, there is.
And it does help us out, so thank you. Mm-hmm. The answer is yes. You don't have to sign up for just about anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Now we wait. This doesn't go in yet?
I'm actually going to put this in and then pour just a tad bit more hot water in just so that those seasonings will get into the pork.
Well,
so,
here.
Yep.
Chunk.
That's not
don't
a very
dump
good
it on
view.
my synth. Whoa.
Give it to me.
There's a careful.
I'm not pouring anything. See?
She would dump sugar right down into a synthesizer that's right there.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this freeze-dried or fresh? It is freshly freeze-dried, John. So we need to make sure that we're using definitions correctly. Why? Because it was freeze-dried fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so that means it is locked in. All of that is locked in.
Yep.
But I think what you're saying is it's store-bought. It's not store-bought.
It's not store-bought. It's freeze-dried.
Yep.
All right, so for this, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of this Hawaiian spice mix in.
Delightfulness.
Yes.
Here, I'll go to that. I can see you doing that. Aha. Is that your third one?
Yes. And, if you don't, if you want more flavor, by all means, add more flavor.
Or hot sauce.
Or if you want less, or if you want hot sauce. See, those flavors don't mix right with this Hawaiian flavor. It's not the same. Maybe some Tabasco, but not Cholula. That wouldn't work. That doesn't work.
It is a different kind of hot sauce.
Yeah, it's a different kind of hot sauce.
For sure.
All right.
Pour some on the bear, Christa. You're very, very kind there, common sense. Wanda says, I need to get some egg powder for scrambled eggs. Well, you better do it before prices go up. Because it's a reality. If it's hard to get eggs, well, guess what? Thrive Life is going to have a harder time getting eggs, too. Yeah. But actually, they do have a sale going. Let me see. I want to see because I did make a screen. But here it is.
I need to wait 20 minutes.
Okay. Because these 5 things are discontinued items.
Yes.
Oh, they're discontinuing cauliflower.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I was bummed. And the cranberries, I was bummed about
and
that.
And shrimp.
Yeah.
But the good news is you can get them a lot cheaper. So get them before they're gone. That's what it says right there.
Yep.
Is that the birthday cake bites?
Yes, that's okay. Those don't need to stay. Those can go.
I like them a lot.
I know. That's why those can go.
They're candy.
Exactly.
It's freeze-dried cake. Who doesn't want freeze-dried cake? Let me tell you what, people. When you bite into those little boogers that are about this big, you do honestly have to get like 2 or 3, but then you feel like you had cake. No lie.
Okay. So.
All right, let's go back here. No, not that one. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and add. Do we have audio?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I don't see the levels.
You know what, Mama? Let me do tech. You do cookie, pokey. I'll do clicky.
I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of onions and 1 cup of pineapple.
You didn't see the abuse that just befell me. Oh my gracious.
Yeah.
I am making meatballs and Hawaiian meatballs and rice for dinner. That sounds really
yum.
good. Yep. What do you think about getting your own freeze dryer? We have done the math on that. So while I'm going to put it on the close screen so they can see what you're doing.
Would you like some pineapple?
Oh, no, so they can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
We have done the math for us. And for us, it does not make sense financially to get a freeze dryer with all the maintenance. And yes, we've done the math on the oil-less pumps on a freeze dryer. Now, that, when you figure in stuff that you don't normally think about, like electricity costs, because they have to run for hours, a long, long time. And then the cost of the food, which nobody thinks of that. Cost of the food, electric, maintenance, all that stuff. For us, it did not make sense. For us, it makes more sense financially to just buy it. It's frankly more cheap to buy it. But that might not be for everybody, depending on what you think of, well, what is worth it for money. Brad, what do you think of Mountain House? Oh, my gracious. Hold on. I see they have veggie, chorizo, and egg. You do you, Mama, over there.
I'm done. It's waiting. It's waiting.
Hold on. She asked me. I can't find a shelf-stable chorizo by itself. Okay. Let me go back here. Because that's got to sit a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, Mountain House. We have tried every recipe that they have in the little bags.
Mm-hmm.
They offered us, and they keep offering us a deal. Like, hey, take our stuff and show everybody. And we're like,
yeah, Patriot Pantry and Mountain House.
I know the recipe you're talking about, the egg and the chorizo. That actually tastes really great. The problem is what's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not that it doesn't taste great. It's loaded with salt. It's loaded, of course, it's going to.
Good old MSG.
Well, I don't know that one.
Well, a lot of those.
I don't know
like
that one.
If you buying it traditionally on the store, it's going to have
a lot of
MSG in it. I grew up eating chorizo when I was a kid, and I absolutely love it. So I created my own. And all I do, and you can actually make it with whatever kind of ground meat you want. Chicken, turkey, beef, pork. I traditionally make it with pork. Yes. Okay, let me go back a little bit. There are two different kinds of chorizo. There is the fresh chorizo, and then there is the sausage links chorizo. I prefer the fresh chorizo. It just has a better flavor. It's so much better. But yeah, in one of our cookbooks, and I honestly cannot remember which one it is. Heather, if you could tell me which one it is in, because I think she's got it and likes it. Phone. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Heather, if you could tell me which book that's in. I made up my own, and it is delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, and I know that's not shelf stable though.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. I was sorry.
No, it was my fault. I thought you were finished, so I was gonna.
I know. I thought I was finished too, and then that other one popped out. Stop it.
What? What did you want to say?
Nothing.
Then why are you laughing?
Because you're looking the way you're looking at me.
With
exactly.
my eyes?
Yeah.
You don't like that look, Mav? It's the only one I got. Oh, my gracious people. Okay, so there was a question about have we tried ReadyWise, says Anne. Well, Anne, here's the thing. When it comes to freeze-dried food, here's a little dirty secret. There's only a very few amount of companies that actually make it. And then most buy it from other companies that have the gigantic freeze dryers and the facilities and all that. It takes a lot. It's a gigantic facility. Mm-hmm. Very few make their own stuff. Let's just say I can't really say, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make their own stuff. That said, I have tried it. It's okay. But when it comes to preparedness food, eating salty bag of glop is better than having an empty stomach.
True.
Not going to be good for you long term.
No.
But something is better than nothing. So if you can get Mountain House and you can't afford this or that, then get Mountain House.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to sit here and go, well, it's only Thrive Life or nothing.
No.
No.
You get what you like.
You get what you can afford and what
Right.
will fill your belly.
Right.
And then you work up to having something that's a little better.
Right.
You know, that's how we started. When we started in preparedness, when we realized, oh my gosh, if we can't get to the store, we basically have a week of food on the shelves.
Right.
It was rushed to the preparedness, you know, GFS, Gordon Foods, and beans, rice. We got to get
Sugar,
a couple
flour.
hundred.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And, well, if you don't have a way to resupply it, that stuff's kind of useless.
But this stuff lasts on the shelf. That's the beauty.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Wanda's asking, what do you mean by fresh chorizo? I'm meaning you're using fresh pork that's not cooked yet. They do have this type in a tube. I've tried that and it's not, I don't think it's very good. Then they also have the hard kind where it's like a smoked sausage kind of thing. That's not the kind I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're using fresh ground meat, pork, beef, turkey, chicken, whatever you prefer. I have seen beef chorizo, but then you add your seasonings to that, mix it up really, really well, and then cook it. So that's what I mean by fresh chorizo.
And you know, it's funny, we've been talking about the chorizo thing for so long with Wanda. I very well remember that one because I made a video on that egg and chorizo, and it was very good. It really was. It just was very salty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't look at the chemicals because I'm a guy.
Right. That's the beauty part of it is you can, when you're making your own, you can tune in the amount of sodium you want, or salt you want, the amount of spice you want. If you make it a little hotter, you can get it a little hotter. It's completely up to you. That's what I love about that.
Well, and that's another great reason for Thrive Life ingredients because it's just a single ingredient.
Right.
So anyway, how are we doing?
It's finished and it is delicious.
Well, I'm going to put it on the close cam. Okay. So if you want to assemble one, show them what it looks like.
I actually did have to add another tablespoon of seasoning. It needed a bit more. So.
Well, there you have it. There's the.
That's the thing. You can add what you'd like, and how much you like.
All right. So you're getting out. Looks like a tortilla there.
I'm getting out a tortilla. Mix it up a little bit.
On you go.
There you go, kiddo.
Okay, thank you. Here, let's bring that closer to the camera if you can a little bit.
What?
You're finished.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. There we go. Oops.
Oop,
I got to work on the shadows.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's go back here. That's what we got.
You could add pepper. I thought about adding some red peppers to it, but red peppers always talk back to me. So
that's the beauty of not being stuck to a recipe.
Exactly, or stuck to a package.
Yes,
you can make it however you like. You can add green peppers, red peppers, green chilies. Smell good?
Yeah.
And no chemicals.
It smells really good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guinea pig.
No, ladies first.
I already tasted
Chivalry is not dead, but I'll be right there shortly after.
And you could add sour cream on here.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good ad.
I don't know. I like it just the way it is.
You know what might be a good ad? Just to give it a little crunch. Maybe some, what is it called? Cabbage. Shredded cabbage. Whoops. Still juicy.
Yeah, it is juicy.
That is really good.
Simple ingredients, man. I love. Brad calls us mad scientists, and you don't have to use flour tortillas. You can use corn tortillas or naan bread or whatever you want. You could even put this over rice. That would be really good to put it over rice. Yeah, someone's hungry. Brad didn't eat lunch. But yeah, that's and this took about 10 minutes. I mean,
It would probably take less if we weren't talking.
okay, so we started 25 minutes ago, a little less than that because the song in the front. So about 20 minutes ago, and this would have taken less time if we weren't talking.
Okay. I know you're
More
saying
seasoning?
Well, no, actually, there's plenty of seasoning. What I was going to suggest is some of the corn, maybe some black beans.
That changes it though. This
I know.
is Hawaiian,
I know,
not
but-
Mexican.
But we can do it however we want.
That's true.
That's what I'm thinking. So,
Yeah.
boom. Check it out, folks.
Yeah.
And what's great about this is you could be having Taco Tuesdays in the crazy apocalyptic scenario of whatever the heck is going to happen in our world 25 years from now.
Exactly.
Tell them about.
Yep. Pita bread too.
Oh, I love pita bread.
I do too.
So refresh their memory.
So right now, through the end of the month, all of the discontinued items are 25% off. Plus, Thrive also has their February deals, and there's a lot of good ones in there.
This is in addition to that.
This is in addition to it, yes. So if you look at their February sales and then you say, hey, I want some of these cranberries or cauliflower before it's gone, get that. It's, yeah. So don't forget to look in the limited tab. There's a tab with limited items, and those are seasonal things.
I actually didn't know that.
I know. I just found that out yesterday. They're seasonal things. They have them certain times of the year. So that's something you want to check out too.
So, ladies and gents, here's the scoop. This stuff is lickety-split, fast, and it's actually really, really good tasting. And you can tailor the recipes the way you want. And there's only chemicals in there if you put them there.
Exactly. That's something that we have tried so very hard to get away from is all of the processed things and making things from scratch.
That's what's killing us.
Yeah, no, exactly. People are sick because they're eating stuff out of boxes and not making stuff from scratch. You know, hamburger, when we were kids or when we were married, Hamburger Helper was a great cheap meal.
It's nothing but chemicals.
It's nothing but chemicals. So I learned how to make it from scratch. And
hers is delightful.
It tastes even better than the box stuff. And there's no chemicals in it. So it takes time to relearn how to cook, but it is definitely worth it.
Hey, Ann, do they ship overseas?
Not yet.
You should be very patient, Ann. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Just be patient. You never know what announcements might be made.
Right. Now, okay, I don't know if you saw, but this actually made quite a bit. This would be enough for our whole family to have a lunch or dinner.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this would definitely be...
Or stretch it with rice.
You could definitely stretch it with rice, but that made quite a bit.
It did. So, ladies and gents, there it is. There's links in the description below if you'd like to find out more. And it does help us out what we're doing. And we are very, very grateful.
Yep, definitely.
So, like, subscribe, click that bell.
Check out the Thrive website. To sign up is totally free.
Yeah.
You can cancel anytime. It's super easy to sign up or to cancel. And if you spend over $100 in your monthly deliveries, you get free shipping.
Yep.
Yeah.
All righty, ladies and gents. Enjoy the song. It's scripture. It's from the ESV version of the Bible. I believe it's Psalm 135. Yeah, as the mountains are above Jerusalem. Okay. Yep. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, abides forever. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the land allotted to the righteous, lest the righteous stretch out their hands to do wrong. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people from this time forth and forevermore. Do good, O Lord, to those who are good, and to those who are upright in their hearts. But those who turn aside to their crooked ways, the Lord will lead away with evildoers. Peace be upon Israel. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the land allotted to the righteous, lest the righteous stretch out their hands to do wrong. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people from this time forth and forevermore. As the mountains